Let's go to the Western Cape now, where there's still no official resolve communicated in the ongoing taxi violence in Cape Town communities. Since the beginning of this week, areas including Philippi East, Macassar, Khayelitsha, Lwandle have all been rocked by deadly clashes. The unrest has been so severe that police were forced to shut down the Somerset West taxi rank yesterday. That's despite urging talks between some of the associations. No breakthrough has yet been reached. Nasiphi joins us live now for more. Nasiphi, a quick update on whether you know if Somerset West taxi rank is still closed and what the tensions look like in and around the area.
Well, the police confirmed that they remain on scene. Heavy police presence. We will be making our way to Somerset West later on this morning. And we are currently at the entrance of Nyanga, going to be speaking to the South African Communist Party, who have indicated that they do believe that there is a 2-decade standing solution to the ongoing taxi violence. I mean, this is the second wave of taxi violence that the city of Cape Town has experienced. I'm joined by Benson Ngenzu. You are pointing the resolution to this ongoing conflict between rival taxi associations to a commission that dates back to 2002.
Yeah.
2005.
Yes, Nas, there are about 3 findings out of that. One such findings is a need for the establishment of a multidisciplinary committee constitutive of the NPA, the police, SARS, as well as the intelligence, as a basis to get to the bottom of the crisis of criminality. That's one. The second one relates to the question of the regulation of the proliferation of unregulated routes, and also the enforcement of permits. And thirdly is the abandonment of taxi ranks by the state. And this to us is a problem. And neither the president nor the premier can account as to why the commission till today has not been implemented. And finally, I think that minibus taxi industry need to accept that, one, they've betrayed their own decisions, the outcomes of their recent peace summit. Secondly, they've forgotten about the impact of the Pearl-Belleville tension and its aftermath. Even today, Golden Arrow still operate. Should the state assert itself and close the taxi ranks, and of course, they will be replaced by Golden, and when Golden Arrow is sent to an area, does not get withdrawn. So we call on the taxi industry to stop the killings, come together and engage and find a solution. And as the Communist Party, we are available to help in the facilitation of the peace between the two organizations, CATA and CODETA.
I mean, this commission that we speak of is a commission of inquiry into the taxi violence, which was chaired by Advocate Dumisa Nsebenza. Yes, and this is 2005 recommendations. What did this commission find, particularly when it comes to the violence within the taxi industry? At that particular point, which is 2005, did they find any sort of infiltration of criminal elements within the taxi industry?
Certainly, yes. The creeping in of the underworld criminal network was actually identified, right? And it is for that reason that part of its recommendation was for this multidisciplinary task team constitutive of the intelligence, South African Revenue Services, the NPA, key amongst other things. Unfortunately, due to the void of leadership in the province and in the country till today, the recommendation have not been implemented. And we call for the implementation of those resolutions, but we don't suggest that they will serve as a panacea to respond, but importantly, they will mitigate the crisis we're facing in the industry. And these killings must come to an end. And in particular, killings directed at the innocent commuters.
We'll have to leave it there. That is Benson Ngenzu, the Secretary of SACP in the Western Cape. And the commission that he is speaking of and recommendations were in 2005, the commission of the inquiry into taxi violence. And just to track back just a little bit there, Arabile, just 3 weeks ago, at the beginning of this month, the taxi industry, together with the government, held a peace summit within the taxi industry to get to the root causes of what sparks violence within the taxi industry. And various associations, including the mother body Santaco in the province and Kata and Kodeta, formed part of those stakeholders. And there was an agreement that using violence is not the solution. However, 3 weeks later, we are back here where these two same associations are battling it out over a route which has been long-standing. And Arabile, this is also the second time that Somerset West taxi rank has been at the receiving end. If you'll remember, back in June, there was heavy police presence there after deadly clashes between these two associations, again over route dispute.